Hey guys, this is Dave with RLB Motorsports. Today we're going to be talking about our PRO8 electronic programmable switch panel. We've made some new changes to it, so it's our V3 version. We're going to get into it and show you what those changes are. Okay, so we're going to open up this box and show you all the contents and what the PRO8 comes with. So here we go. All right, so first off, you're going to have a bag full of contents. All right, a bunch of zip ties, help you do your job. We've got some fake fuses is what we call them. They would go into your fuse box and allows you to connect the accessory portion of this install if you so choose to. You don't have to use these, but we provide them. We provide an additional fuse for the whole system, and that's going to go in our main fuse, and I will show you what that is as we open it, but we give you an extra one just in case because you don't usually find these at your local auto parts store. We provide different ring terminals and heat shrink for finishing off the install because we have a few of the wires on here that are extra long so you can cut them to the length of your install. A whole bunch of different hardware for mounting the box in your car. It just provides all the hardware you would need to mount the entire system, and a lot extra actually. Some ring terminals if you need to install them on the power ports, but with this new V3 we've almost eliminated you having to do this, and we will get into that here in a couple minutes. And then we also have our mount for when you flush mount the panel, and I'm going to show you how this works on the panel when I open up the panel. Lastly, we've got our sticker legend that offers a multitude of all kinds of different accessories that you would be added in the system for your application. We provide a mounting template, two of them actually. So this is going to be for when if you have to cut open to do a flush mount, or if you're just doing a panel mount, this makes it much easier to be able to install just the switch panel itself. And lastly, we have our directions. We have everything online, so we provide this, but we've got everything online for you to go to our website and be able to read all about how to install this PRO8 and the functions of it. So that's what comes in the bag. Let's get into everything else. First off, in one of the packages, we have our switch panel, our 8-button switch panel. On the back of it, you will find a 1-inch ram mount that fits perfectly in one of the threaded holes. There's actually 6 threaded holes on the back of this. It allows for multiple mounting options of the panel in your car. Secondly, another 1-inch ram mount that would go along with the panel here, so this can be mounted anywhere in your car and the panel can be mounted to it. So it gives you a lot of versatility right there. And then thirdly, we also provide a tube ram mount. So then what you would do is take this ball out of here, connect it on, and now you have a tube mount to use the arm and the mount all in one. This tube mount is good for 2-inch, 1 7/8, and 1 3/4. The way it comes is the 2-inch, and then there are these pads that provide you the 1 7/8 and the 1 3/4 to take up the distance for the smaller tube. All right, like I said, I was going to show you how our panel mount system works. So that's what comes in this baggie right here. It is a full kit that allows you to screw these posts into the back of the unit. We've got the stainless steel brackets and then the nuts and the washers to hold it on. So what will happen is when you cut a hole in the surface that you're mounting to, the panel will push up against this rim right here, and then these brackets will push against the back of what you're mounting to, and then you screw it down and it holds it in a flush mount type application. All right, some of the other things we have here in the kit. This is going to be your ground wire. So that's what's going to go on the box itself for the main grounding of all your accessories. We have the main power fuse, and again, remember I said we had a second fuse that goes inside here. So this protects the entire unit. This is 100 amp because the unit can handle up to 100 amps of power. So this protects the entire unit itself. We have our DTP plugs that are going to be part of all of your accessories and how they install. And we'll get into that in a second. And then we have the main unit itself. All right, so this is your power module system. This is the brains of the unit. This is what controls all your accessories. As you can see, when you pull it out of the box, everything's already attached. You've got your main power wire right here, and it is unfinished, and we do that on a reason. We give you a lot of extra wire so that you can take the main fuse, keep this close to the battery. So you're going to connect this end to the battery, and then you got your main fuse. You're going to cut this wire down to the length that you need. You're going to put a ring terminal like that on the end with heat shrink, and we provide all of that in the kit so you can cut that to length. Next, we have what we call the data cable, and we use a nice metal barrel plug, not a plastic plug, so it always tightens up nicely and stays tight. We give you 14 feet of wire here, so it'll easily go from anywhere in your car to the interior of the car. And what this end plugs into is the end of your switch. So that's what it plugs into right there. Then coming off the side here, we have a power and ground wire. Again, they are unfinished, but in the kit, we provide the ring terminals and heat shrink that goes on the end of this. These will get cut down the length. Now, what's nice about this power is the main power for the motherboard on here. This can be cut down and connected right to the back here, where this is going to be the main ground, because this is a new product we've added to the side of the box to make grounding much easier. So again, this wire can be cut down, connected to any one of these terminals, and now you've got ground. The red wire is optional. The only reason you would connect this red wire in an install of this system is it's an accessory wire, meaning that your accessories that are installed on the Pro 8 would only be hot if this wire has power. That is one way to install it. You could also not connect this red wire and not turn that function on, and then it wouldn't matter whether your ignition was on or not. You could always turn on and off the panel, which is the button in the middle. That is a button right in the middle. That turns on and off your power for the entire system. So if that red wire is not connected and you're connected directly to the battery, you have full control of the system, whether your key is on or off. Again, on this side, we have our grounding bus block, so you can take all of your grounds of all your accessories to there. We provide you with a ground cable. This wants to go directly to the battery of the car. We give you enough so you can easily get this wire to the battery of the car. This is going to connect to one of these end posts on either side of the bus block, and then we're going to cut this down and put a ring terminal and heat shrink on, which again is supplied in the kit to be able to cut this to the actual size of your install. But here's what's really nice. This is our new V3 option here, which are these guys. So before, in the past, the way that we did this is, as you can see inside here, these are all your outputs for all your accessories, 1 through 8, so 1 through 8 buttons. In the past, the way the system came through us is, like I showed you earlier, we would provide you the ring terminals, you would attach those to your wires, and you would connect them manually to each one of those. We have taken it a step further. We have added the full plugs and wiring done, is the way it comes in the kit. Then you will take the other end of that plug, insert it into the plug, and now you have heat shrink. And this is 12 gauge wire, very thick, it can handle the power. 12 gauge wire with heat shrink butt splices on the end to make your install very simple. So that is the whole system, everything that comes with it, how easy we made it to install. I mean, we've tried to do everything to make this as easy as we could for you guys, right down to the point where on the back side of the lid, it shows you which relay goes to which button, which fuse goes to which button, and even which terminal goes to which button. It is fully sealed, so this is waterproof, and it is a fully sealed contained unit. And there you go. That is the contents of what comes in a PRO8 switch panel. If you have any more detailed questions about this product, feel free to call us anytime, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Pacific Standard Time. And again, thank you for watching this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and click that bell for any new notifications. Thank you.